Hi everybody, today we're going to do a quick overview about installing in-ceiling speakers. So we're going to be installing this Polk Audio in-ceiling speaker, and that's going to be going up right there in the ceiling right there. So first off, you got to have some pre-wiring done behind the wall and know where you want to install it. So I did get the pre-wiring done before this area was finished, and the spot where the wire is marked. Next, what we want to do is, most of these speakers packages come with a template, and we're going to be using that template to mark the spot. So this is the template, and you want to put the template right at the wall where you want to install the speaker, and using a pencil, just trace the outline according to the template. Now, as you can see, using this template, I've drawn a circle on the ceiling where I need to make my cut to get the speakers in there. And that's kind of how it should be looking after that. What I like to do before I start cutting in the wall is use a stud detector just to make sure that there are no studs or obstructions behind this area. If there's any stud or anything behind there, it is going to obstruct the speakers, so you do want to make sure that area is clear of any barriers before we start cutting that drywall, because it's going to be very tough to fix it afterwards. Next comes the messy part where we need to cut the drywall. So two things you need for that is good eye protection, because you're going to be getting a lot of dust in your eyes, and a drywall saw. And you also want to make sure the area around is clean, because and there's nothing couches, because all of that dust from the cutting is going to be dropping down here. Utilizing our previous mark, what we can do is pretty much start from the center and then move out till we reach the edge. And then utilizing the same motion, you want to go all the way around till you've cut out this full circle. After cutting out that circle, your opening should look like that. It should be a nice clean circle, and you should have your speaker wires hanging from there. You can clean out the speaker wires and prime the edges. Make sure you know which is the positive and the negatives connected to your amplifier. Next, we need to get the speakers ready for installation. So first thing we need to do is get this grill off. Most of the times they'll have a tool like this that you can hook into the grill and pull it right out. If not, you can use like a safety pin. But key thing is you just need to gently pull from all corners, and it should come out fairly easily. Now that I've got the grill out, I do want to loosen these 4 screws, which are the main screws that attach, that have the clamps in the back. You want to loosen them a little bit so the clamps move freely. Just turn them counterclockwise, and just so that the clamps in the back are a little looser so they can move a little bit freely. You don't want to loosen them all the way. This is just to show you what I mean when I say the clamps need to be able to move. These are the clamps that will be holding onto the drywall, and so they should be able to turn easily, and they all need to be turned inside so they're not going to be obstructing, and make sure they all turn inwards, and that will make it go smoothly. Now, before we insert it, we want to connect the wires to these 2 clamps here. The red's going to go into red and the black's going to go into black. I have my speaker wires right here. As you can see, the wires are in, and the last step is to slide this in the opening, and then we'll tighten the screws. And once the speaker is in the opening, all we're going to do is tighten our 4 corner screws which had the clamps on it. They should attach, and make sure they're nice and tight. And after we get them in, we're just going to put the grill back on and we'll be all done. We've got the grill back on and it's looking pretty good. Only thing, when you tighten the clamp screws, forgot to mention, just be cautious not to over tighten them, but they should fit pretty snugly. And that's it. Thanks for watching.